And in some news breaking this minute, a day after Mirror Now brought to you the story about the food packets infested with insects, worms and ants being supplied to the Anganwadis in Bengaluru. Today, the Department of Women and Child Development has ordered inspection in the Anganwadis and the MSPC godowns. The director of the department held a meeting with all the child development project officers. Teams comprising of officials from the Child Welfare Department and the Health Department will now carry out an inspection today. My colleague Neha Hebale, who got us that report from on ground of the various Anganwadi centers which were serving worm-infested food, now joins me on the phone line with further updates. Neha, big development coming in after you had highlighted the kind of food was served at the Anganwadi centers. We're looking at a big development at this point with the Women and Child Development Ministry now going ahead and ordering an inspection of all the Anganwadis and the MSPC godowns.
Well, that's absolutely right. In fact, it was just over the past week that we'd really been visiting all of these Anganwadi centers and finding the worms in them. And now, in what comes as a temporary relief of sorts, the department has finally ordered for an investigation. We're also given to understand now that officials comprising of course, the Child and Women Welfare Department, along with health officials, also both the departments concerned, would be going down to Anganwadi centers as well as the MSPC go down also, where we visited and spotted worms. They would be carrying out an inspection of sorts, but this is, of course, just the beginning of a much, much larger initiative that should have been taken up by them before we even highlighted the plight of course, these little children. Now, of course, after this inspection is carried out, in all possibility, a report would be filed, but then again, that wouldn't exactly be mounting pressure on the department, and a more speedy solution also should be offered to this. In fact, even yesterday, when we did meet the director of the department who called for the meeting today, she said that after a thorough investigation, of course, a report would be filed. But again, that's when we also told her that something should be done to speeden up this entire process. Because then, again, of course, this entire thing could possibly take 6 months for them to rid all of these Anganwadi centers of these worm-infested food items. So, really, after the inspection, to make it see now what's next.
All right, we'll try and reconnect with Neha in just a bit, but big developments are coming in after Mirror Now exposed the Bengaluru's Anganwadi nightmare. Now we're given to understand the Department of Women and Child Development has ordered an inspection of all the Anganwadis. Remember, there were reports, and we in fact visited 8 of those Anganwadi centers. My colleague Neha visiting those, getting us that horrific picture of how worms, ants were infesting on the food. There were expiry dates, and those were the things that were served to the children at the Anganwadi centers. Big development with the meeting now being held to assess the situation and to look at what possible steps can be taken. And this is a step taken by the Department of Women and Child Development, which has ordered an inspection in the Anganwadis and the MSPC godowns.